Assalamu alaikum and hello to all students. Today we are going to discuss life cycle of bryophytes. Bryophytes are amphibious plants which are found near flowing streams, rivers, banks of canals and shady areas. There are three main groups of bryophytes: liverworts, hornworts and mosses. Today we are going to discuss the life cycle of a bryophyte. Bryophyte plants composed of gametophyte. This is a plant body of a gametophyte. The plant body of gametophyte or bryophyte is thalloid. A thallus is a plant body which is not differentiated into true root, stem and leaves. So as you can see here, these are the rhizoids which are root-like structure which anchor the plant in the soil. This is the stem-like structure but not stem, and these are leaves-like structure but not true leaves. This plant body is known as male gametophyte, which is haploid. It means it has half number of chromosomes. The second plant is female gametophyte. Female gametophyte is also haploid. It has root-like rhizoids, stem-like structure and leaf-like structure. Remember, these male and female gametophytes do not have vascular system, xylem and phloem. So that is why bryophytes are known as non-vascular plants. On male and female plants, male plants produces at the tips a reproductive organ known as antheridium. As you can see in this diagram, the sac-like structure is antheridium, while these are steroid hairs which protects the antheridium. These antheridium produce antherozoids which are known as sperms, which are male gametes. At the tip of female gametophyte, a structure is produced which is known as archegonium. Archegonium is a female reproductive organ. It is also protected by steroid hair. This female archegonium consists of a venter which contains egg and a neck. With the help of mitosis, archegonium produces egg. When egg is mature, it releases nucleic acids into the water. This water helps to stimulate antherozoids. Antherozoids, with the help of stimulus from egg, they swim towards egg with the help of their flagella and fertilize the egg. As you can see in this diagram, an antherozoid is swimming towards female egg present in archegonium. At this point, you can see the antherozoid has reached toward the eggs and is going to fertilize the egg. After fertilization, the egg has changed into diploid zygote, which later change into embryo. This embryo will germinate on the plant body of female gametophyte into a new kind of plant which is known as sporophyte. If we look at the structure of sporophyte, it is different from gametophyte. Gametophyte is conspicuous while sporophyte is inconspicuous. It has root-like rhizoid, stem-like and leaf-like structure, but sporophyte contain root-like foot by which it attaches to the gametophyte, stem-like structure which is known as seta, and a capsule which produces spores. This plant body, sporophyte, is inconspicuous and totally dependent upon gametophyte for its nourishment and food. In the capsule, with the help of meiosis, this capsule produces spores. These spores are homosporous because all the spores are same. After maturation, the cap of the capsule break and spores are released into the air. Spores are dispersed with the help of wind and fall on ground. These spores, which are haploid, germinate into algae-like structure which is known as protonema, which give rise to a new gametophyte. So in this way it completes its life cycle. As you can see in this life cycle, these two plants which are known as gametophyte generation, they give rise to sporophyte generation, and sporophyte generation by spores produces gametophyte generation. This whole phenomena is known as alternation of generation. If we look at the summary of the bryophytes, bryophytes are non-vascular plants. It means they do not have xylem and phloem. Gametophyte is dominant. This is a gametophyte. This is dominant. It is photosynthetic and conspicuous. They produce homospores. So that is why they are known as homosporous plants. Sporophyte attached to gametophyte. As you can see in this diagram, the sporophyte attached to the gametophyte is inconspicuous, non-photosynthetic, and alternation of generation takes place. Now we are going to look at the summary of this life cycle of bryophytes. First of all, gametophyte. As you know that there are two types of gametophytes. Gametophytes are haploid. There are two types of gametophyte, male gametophyte and female gametophyte. Male gametophyte is haploid and female gametophyte is also haploid. Male gametophyte produces antheridium while female gametophyte produces archegonium. Antheridium and archegonium are reproductive organs of male and female gametophyte respectively. In antheridium, with the help of mitosis, are produced antherozoids, which are male gametes or sperms, while in the archegonium or female reproductive organ, with the help of mitosis produce egg. It is a female reproductive gamete. After fertilization or syngamy, antherozoid fuses with an egg to form a diploid zygote. Zygote later changes into embryo, which is also diploid. Embryo changes into a cell known as sporogonium. Sporogonium gives rise to spore mother cell, which is also diploid. This spore mother cell, with the help of meiosis, reduction division, produces spores which are homospores. All spores are produced by meiosis, so that is why they are haploid. These spores germinate into an algal-like structure, protonema, and protonema give rise to a new plant which is known as gametophyte. So as you see in this life cycle, gametophyte reproduce by mitosis and produce male and female gametes. After syngamy or fertilization, gametes produce sporophyte generation. Sporophyte generation by meiosis produces spores. These spores give rise to gametophyte generation. So in this way, gametophyte generation give rise to sporophyte generation, and sporophyte generation give rise to gametophyte generation. This phenomena is known as alternation of generation. So that is it. I hope you have understand it. If you do, please like it, subscribe it and share with your friends. See you in the next lecture. Bye.